Hello everyone, this is Reena welcoming all of you in our today's e-lecture regarding the poem The Preludes written by T.S. Eliot, and this e-lecture for class BA part 3rd. So previous we have discussed in our first video the biography of T.S. Eliot, and this is the second video regarding this poem The Preludes written by T.S. Eliot. So here, just before start these preludes, what is the mean of preludes? Because preludes is not a single poem. It is means it is divided into four short poems. And today we are going to discuss preludes, which was written during 1910 or 1911, but was published in the volume with Prufrock and the other observations in 1917. So preludes literally mean what? Prelude, that is before, means pre means before the play, and so prelude is often comes before the musical composition. So here that means the prelogue or a curtain raises, means just what is mean of prelude. Prelude here means only a like prelogue or just a curtain raises. So T.S. Eliot divides these preludes in four little poems giving different sequences of a single day. Okay, so let's study the preludes one by one, and this is the second video, and in this video we are going to discuss prelude first. But before we read prelude first, here we need to know about some general introduction of the preludes. So get started. T.S. Eliot is the poet who brought about revolution in English poetry in the first half of 20th century. There are the preludes in four parts, were written probably between 910 to 1911 and were published in 1915. T.S. Eliot is one of the modern poets who has taken up subjects like the filthy city and slums, which are common to all cities, and these poems are four sketches. He depicts the landscape and the sordid atmosphere of the city life, where poor people are living in the first two preludes, and he is describing two character sketches of the unclean woman in the last two preludes. So, this poem are divided into the four sketches, four part, providing the four sketches. Like first two preludes provide the sketches of landscape and sordid atmosphere of the city life where the poor people are living, and the last two sketches, prelude third and fourth, there are the last two sketches describing the unclean woman. So these four parts of the preludes present the images of stinky city streets and dirty foul smelling people of the cities, and the word prelude means a preparatory exercise expected to lead to something more full-fledged work. Means prelude is an introductory work to the next great work. It is also expected that these preludes may be written by T.S. Eliot as a preparatory exercise for the next great work. Okay, so this is the general introduction of preludes. And here, what is in prelude first? So this is about the uh, all four preludes, and now let's we start to read these preludes in one by one. So this is prelude first, means general introduction of prelude first. So in the first part of the preludes, T.S. Eliot depicts ugly atmosphere of the street during the winter season, and it was the evening time at 6 o'clock with unpleasant smell in the air. The smell is of steaks being cooked. Steaks matlab some kind of flesh. Steaks being cooked means here Eliot presents the ugly picture of metropolis, means big cities. And a time of closing is depiction here. Time of closing means time of closing a day depicted here. So, so here he say the street is full of dust and filth, and here we can see a dreary and depressing world of the poor living in the city streets, and we go round of their activities as daily routine through the prelude first of T.S. Eliot. So this is general intro about T.S. Eliot's prelude first. So what is in prelude first? T.S. Eliot in past first of the prelude gives the image of winter evening as the evening is shutters down. So here the complete narration of evening is given here in the prelude first of T.S. Eliot. So the filthy and dreary atmosphere containing all these preludes, because as previous we have discussed that T.S. Eliot is not like romantics. He did not portray natural beauty, the sky, the cloud, the river, the mountain, like the many romantic poets, but everyday he used everyday experiences and objects of the city life. Not only here he depicted not the beauty of city life, even he creates the ugliness of city life. So the poem as preludes written by T.S. Eliot uses just a picture of old London full of sights and much sensation. So skillfully he makes our eyes travel up and down and across the scene. And in prelude first, here as we see in our this slide as a filled and a dirt everywhere in the city where the poor people dwell, where the poor people live. So in prelude first, writer here T.S. Eliot presents a filthy and dreary atmosphere of winter time, winter evening time. Okay, so here in this video, we will discuss this poem line by line explanation. Means the line by line explanation of the lines as we see the prelude first. And these are the uh, first three lines of this prelude as the winter evening shuttles down with smell of sticks in passageways 6 o'clock. Means here the evening time at 6 o'clock is depicted by T.S. Eliot. So these lines, if these lines you will see in your examination, and you have to write the explanation of these lines. So you can write as like this. These lines have been extracted from the prelude first written by T.S. Eliot. And the first prelude gives the picture of rainy winter evening in the Baker Street of Metropolis. And in the first prelude, the poet depicts the ugly atmosphere of the street during winter season. So it was the evening time at 6 o'clock. Here, T.S. Eliot depicted that it was a time of 6 o'clock. So the smell, what kind of smell? The smell of sticks. Here he writes that this is the wintry evening uh, time at 6 o'clock, and at that time there everywhere the smell of sticks. Okay, so the smell is of sticks. Sticks means some kind of flesh like beef being cooked. To these people who know London, this is the familiar smell from the houses and wayside restaurant. And next, T.S. Eliot compares the day with next in our next lines, as we see here, the burnt out ends of smoky days, and now a gusty shower. Means these are the third line, third three line of first three line here. He only depicts a time of he only depicts the time of evening, a wintry evening with a smell of sticks, and next he compares as fourth line the burnt out ends of smoky days. Here he compares the day with a burnt out cigarette butts, means burnt out ends of the cigarette. So this has many meaning. Here he uses symbolism also. So in next lines, and now the gusty shower wraps the grimy scraps of withered leaves about your feet and newspapers from the vacant floors. Means next in these lines, T.S. Eliot compares the day with the burnt out cigarette butts, means burnt out cigarette ends, and this has many meaning. Here, T.S. Eliot maybe want to compare the smoky evening with the consumed cigarette. Means he portrays a smoke-filled day is about to close, and in the winter of the smoke does not raise high, so it remains like a burnt end of a cigarette with a little smoke. So here he uses the images of a cigarette. Means here is the here is an ugly picture of metropolis, means ugly picture of a city, and it is 6 o'clock and evening comes down on the city like a curtain. Okay, so these lines give a picture of winter evening in the house in the back street of metropolis. A time of closing day is depicted here. Time of closes is depicted here. And now here with now a gusty shower wraps the grimy scraps. Means here T.S. Eliot depicts the street is full of dust and filth. And the gust means blowing of wind. The gust of wind and rain cover the gloomy west. And next he says, of the withered leaves about your feet and newspapers from vacant lots. Means the shower stirs up the leaves and the pieces of newspaper scattered in the vacant plots between the buildings. And these dirty leaves and newspapers from open places to rape the feet of the street workers. So this is a depressive, a filthy atmosphere, as we able to see through the lines of T.S. Eliot. And these are the lines from Prelude first. And the next line of Prelude first is, after that the shower beats on the broken blinds and chimney pots, and at the corner of the street a lonely cave horse steams and stamps, and then the lightning of the lamps. So these are the last line of prelude first. Last lines of prelude first. And in these lines, poet again depicts the gloomy scene of street, as he says, The shower of the rain strike against the broken blinds. Broken blinds means screens, like a screen on the windows. So the rain strikes against the broken blinds and chimney pot, and at a street corner a lonely cab horse steams and stems. What is mean by steams and stems? Steams because the atmosphere was wintry evening, so cold evening, and so the smoke vapors through breathing. Means a smoke vapors through breathing. The mouth of a horse comes like steams, and stems means he put down his feet restlessly on the ground. So at the last corner of the street, a cab horse steams and stamps the ground, and now the street lamp are being lighted. Now, the last line of the prelude is then the lightning of the lamps means thus the poet represents a dreary and depressing world of the poor living in the city streets, and he goes round of their activities of daily routine. But the last line of the prelude first beautifully ends the scene with a quiet excitement when he says, and then the lightning of the lamps. Means here, beautifully he ends the scene with quiet excitement and with a hint of hope also. And on behalf of the depiction given by T.S. Eliot, it is quite clear that the poem was written at a time when street lamps were lit every evening, means after evening. So this is our today's video having a line by line explanation of prelude first. So dear student, be with me in our next video having prelude second, and I think all of you enjoyed much. All of you enjoyed your studies very much. So be with me and enjoy your studies. Have a nice day.